Hello everyone, my name is Hunter555, you can all call me Hunter, and I hope we're all having a wonderful Monday. If such a thing actually exists. I'm not convinced it does. An adequate Monday, sure. A wonderful Monday? No. If anyone is wondering why I'm in a boat, don't question it. I don't know if that came through before or after I said that. But don't question it, Cosmic. Just accept it as true. And hello, Cosmic. In here just as the stream went live, as all. Not sure who thought that was going to get me. I can see what's around me. Hello, Cosmic. Hello, Dan. Hello, Jay Price and Minipax, who's in voice chat with me. I'll speak to them properly in just a second. Hello, Mythical. Am I missing anyone? Does not look like it. Yes, I'm embarking on my new life as a cave sailor. Exactly. Oh, wonderful. Hello, Minipax.
Hello.
All your audio issues sorted out? Maybe? Maybe not.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yes. I could hear myself like 6 billion times, and I was rendered unable to speak briefly there.
By any chance, was the microphone picking up the stream?
No.
Or...
I've got you on my stream deck, and I pressed the button on the stream deck probably a bit too early before it loaded properly, and apparently it loaded like 8 windows of you.
Oh.
And they were all on slightly different timings, so everything you said and I said, I just heard like repeated 8 times, yeah, as I say, rendered me speechless.
Are you coming to help me with what I'm doing today, or...?
Yes, I am, though. I need to stop by my base first because the server crashed earlier and stole all my things. So I need to
Okay.
go get them.
Could you bring some food with you, please?
Yeah, I'll have my. As long as I've got an energy chest with me.
No. I'm on Ender lockdown.
Yeah, but I'm
Co-
not.
yeah. I feel like that's not in the spirit of things.
Well, I can go in my ender chest and get you some food. That's where if I do it at my base, it's still coming from the same place.
Okay.
Like, I can grab you some out of my storage if you
That
really want me to.
that's kind of what I meant. Can you get some food out your storage?
Okay.
Because I've only got 15 jacket potatoes.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure I've got some.
I think they've done
Some
that on
mythical pork in
purpose.
my storage.
Right. How long am I supposed to do Ender Lockdown for? I think it's 30 minutes. It is 30 minutes. Okay. I will get a 30-minute timer up and running, and then I will explain what on earth I'm doing today. Because the stream title is not vague at all. 30-minute timer going, and we will see if people can hear it in stream. You have indeed done it on purpose. Fortunately for me, I already had several of my shulkers out from before. Right then. So as I said, I'm on Infinity Cove, Joel Duggan's Patreon server, and today I'm continuing a project that was started on Elkhorn stream yesterday, which is, if I go into FreeCam, this tunnel. This very, very long tunnel that looks very simple, but is actually quite irritating to get the walls and the ceiling off. And it links the Finite Inn sort of area to the nearby stronghold, which has a slime chunk in it, apparently. Did we know about the slime chunk?
In the stronghold?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I've never really had anything to do with that stronghold.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a slime chunk because there's a slime bat hopping around. So yes, we've got an end portal here, got another portal. This room wasn't like this when I left yesterday, so I'm assuming someone has... I'm guessing Mythical has been round to remove a load of the walls, because she said she was going to. And then my plan is to work on the walls and the ceiling for this stream, and if we finish that before the end of stream, I will move on to probably nether tunnels. Oh, sorry, Joe Price. If you I've stopped flying around like a madman through the tunnels. Yes, Cosmic, that old chestnut. Pork at the inn. Thank you, Mythical. What's the decoration going to be in the actual portal room? I don't know. Ask Mythical. It's all for her to. I think she's got an idea what she wants. I want to say a library, but I could have imagined that. This is just going to be wood paneling down the side and then various slabs along the top. Wants to get the size of the room marked out before I leave the server for a few days. Fuel, so you know how big I want it. Okay, no worries. Hello, Addy. Welcome on in. Right. I think Cosmic was threatening me with shulker lockdown. I don't know if I've instituted the rule about... Okay, it's specifically a shulker box within my ender chest. So there's not much point at, like triggering shulker lockdown at the same time as not being able to go in the ender chest. This one. Probably want to be careful with all the running around, all things considered. I've only got 15 potatoes. Yes, we do have a lot of areas where we've broken into caves, so some of the parts of these tunnels are very dangerous.
I think the server stole my last sword.
Oh.
Don't
Bad
seem to have
server. Give it
replaced
back.
Yeah,
Crap.
it has. It stole my last sword. That's fun.
Oh, crap. Damn it!
Grab apples.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am very confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. No, that has worked. Okay. I just can't count. Don't mind me, I just can't count. Why did I punish myself with such difficult to circumvent redemptions?
Because we enjoy punishing you, I think.
Yeah, but I'm the one who set them up, so...
Yeah, but you know how much we like punishing you.
Yeah, this is very true. This is indeed very true.
Because you punish us.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have never bullied you at all in my life.
Say bullied. Give me several heart attacks. Definitely give me some heart attacks.
That's just to keep the blood flowing. Right?
Yeah, I feel like heart attacks might be a danger of the blood not flowing, though. I think that's where the danger is with a heart attack.
No, that sounds fake. I do have an extra price, but it's at the other end of this tunnel and I can't be bothered to go get it.
I have you some food that is neither in a shulker box nor an ender chest, and came out of neither a shulker box or ender chest.
Thank you. Very kind of you. See, this is a true friend. True friends provide food. They don't prevent me from getting food. That's not a suggestion that you should join in with the preventing me from getting food and such, by the way. Just so we're clear.
If you want.
No, thank you. I'm fine. Ow!
Hi.
Hi! Oh! Oh, wow! Okay. I was expecting, like, steak or pork chops or something. Talk about
that was the food that I had
Talk
in
about
my
the
food
flex.
chest that wasn't in a shulker or a...
Oh, that's a flex and a half.
Anything else I'd have had to have taken out of an energy chest for a shulker. So
I
that's
mean, you
what
could
you've
have
got.
pulled it out of a shulker because I'm allowed to take stuff out directly out of
I was
shulkers. It's just out of
slightly
an ender
afraid that
chest.
I was slightly afraid by the time I got here, there might have been a shulker moratorium as well.
I'm not. I haven't really been 100% clear on the rules because it specifies shulker in my ender chest. And you've got to specify which shulker is on lockdown. It's not a case of I can't use any shulker boxes. It's certain shulker box of the redeemer's choosing is restricted. I'm not sure why I flew back down here. I didn't mean to fly back down here, although what I can do is planks and then halve that, trapdoors, stairs. There we go.
Reach chat. Teehee.
Minipax.
Yes.
I want you to do something that you're going to hate because I'm making you do it on stream and you're dyslexic.
What
I
spell?
want you to read out what the exact wording of Shulker Lockdown's Redemption is.
I don't know.
Choose a Shulker box
Choose a
within...
shulker box with it. Why is it within the ender chest?
because that's the way I worded it, and I am absolutely using that loophole. You can't! Give that back! Give that back! Get back here! I can't use the word that I want to use to describe you because this stream is family friendly. Get back here, Pax!
No.
I'm gonna kill them.
Yep. I'm putting it in your ender chest.
You can't put it in my ender chest. That's not how ender chests work.
Oh, I can. I can.
Of
Where
course you
else do you have an ender chest on this server?
can. Oh, I just figured out where you're going.
That's if I can figure out how to navigate there in this really weird way I went.
There we go.
There we go. Found it. Teehee. Hi.
What the? My cat lost connection to the server. Why have I lost connection to the server? Did they perform a server restart because they knew? No, it was a genuine crash. Oh god. I've no idea if I'm going to beat PAX on the server. Oh! Oh. PAX?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm back at spawn. You remember before when I said the server stole all my things?
Yes.
It just did it again.
You were holding my toolbox.
Well, if you looked at your stream, the toolbox popped out of my inventory and then vanished in front of you. I saw it happen.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Right, give me a second. I want to conduct an experiment.
Um,
No, that's not what I know. I'm on Ender Lockdown Cosmic. I'm
I
actually going to
have
pause that.
absolutely.
I'm just quickly
Oh, I
pausing
know
the
how to
Ender
do this.
Lockdown timer because I want to test something. But it requires me to get undressed and take everything off.
Yeah, I'm wondering if deaths are crashing the server for
That's
some reason.
exactly what I'm testing.
Yeah.
Right, I've filled my inventory with
Well,
torches. I'm going to go and kill myself. I'm aware of
perfect
how that
timing.
sounded. Yeah, now I don't have an axe because it disappeared. Or a fortune pickaxe, or...
Well, I can get them back. I just can't get it back right now. I'm
Yeah.
behind you, by the way. If you wanted to kill me instead.
Oh no, I'm happy. I'm using torches. Although I've just realised I hadn't set my spawn on this part of the server. I'm back at the tunnel. Don't want to sleep through the night. No, sheep! Don't do it! Pax, you've got some zombies after you.
I know.
Come on. Yeah. Okay. So, that's interesting. And now the server icon has changed to... yeah, this is an interesting situation for us to be in. I've been patient though, Minipax. Respawn. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Zero's world map crashed. I've never had that happen. Yeah, that's... I don't know what to make of that, because that's never happened before. Right, let's try reloading the game. Take a look at my pretzel rocks! Oh, hold on. I'm just going to put you on the be right back screen, because the game will be right back. Neon, hello! You join us in the midst of some technical difficulties. It's been interesting thus far. We've managed to crash the server twice. My game has just crashed. I've lost all my stuff temporarily. Until Minipax is able to bring it all back, but I'm not sure how they have to do that. Yeah, what I want to do is try and set up a custom, you know, the BBC card that with the clown and the little girl that would come up during technical difficulties. I want to get a custom version of that. Um, it takes two people. It takes two people for someone to kill someone. So I contend that it was a dual effort. Mostly me, but Minipax as well. Right, let's see if stream will detect the game. Can't do it while I'm live. Have to import it from NPT backups. Oh, I'm being killed. Bit of immediate server lag. Pack, save me! Hold on, we're on hard mode. Surely they can break through the door.
It depends whoever put these doors in did them.
Sorry, Cosmic. I realised that I hadn't actually moved over to live scene. There's a skeleton in that.
Yes, I'm aware. It shot me before.
Yeah, I nearly jumped in there with it.
Why did you run into the house that had no beds?
What? No, the other house. My spawn sat on the other bed.
Yeah, but you could have slapped the night away and all the zombies.
Whoa, that's a lot of mobs.
And they're all after you.
Well, of course they are. I'm the one they can see.
I'm outside as well.
I'm the one they could see first.
Now it's too late to sleep.
Right.
They are burning.
Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4. You missed a number.
Did I?
Yes. Yes, you did.
But did
I
I?
heard it.
Oh, hello,
Yes.
parrot. Right. Oh, I left all my stuff in this shulker box. Pull all that out, and those shulker box back in there. Ender chest back in my inventory. Restart the timer. Don't need it anymore. I think Cosmic would have preferred you told us that sooner. I gather it's been annoying them. J Price, depending how you put Cosmic, put the doors in. We're not safe. Okay. I will show you, J Price. Let me just deal with the zombie who thinks gold armor is in. Right. So if a door is, I'm just gonna break the door. I don't have an axe anymore. Someone lost it.
I didn't lose it. You crashed the server. You killed me.
You stole my toolbox.
You killed me, and the server crashed. Are these facts true? You crashed the server. I've got no over on.
Leave the ender lockdown for now. Extenuating circumstances. Right. I'm missing chat. Server's crashing, not allowed to die, hunter can't count. A lot of golden apples, yes, because I couldn't get my food because the ender chest was locked. Hello, Elkhorn, welcome in. Enjoy the lurk. Thank you for letting me leave the ender chest alone. Right, J Price, you're asking about the doors. If I place a door like that, where it's shut, this is open, then a zombie on hard or hardcore can eventually break down the door. However, if you place a door like that, that is shut. That is open. Meaning, a zombie can't break an open door, they can only break a closed door.
Well, they don't even try. So,
yeah.
Zombie walks up, sees a door that has the tag closed, and beats it until it goes away.
Yeah.
If it walks up and it says open, it'll just stand here.
Yeah.
It won't even attempt to do anything.
So, generally, best practice is, if you're playing on hard or hardcore, then put the doors on these parts of the block. There we go, and then have them set as shut. Let's set as open. Hydrate and stretch. Thank you, Svedi. That's the kindest thing someone has done to me today. Well, this stream. Do you want to crash the server?
You won't die from me punching you with a bare fist.
I could eventually, if I wasn't stood next to a resistance and regen beacon.
There's a sheep inside a creeper in here. That's interesting.
It's a fairly common occurrence in this part of the woods. This is a massive detour from what we were doing.
Yeah, imagine us getting distracted.
Yeah, I know. Right, I'm gonna head back to the tunnel.
Okay, I'm re-gearing, but
I was already
I'm...
geared, I just don't have the stuff that was in my ender chest, which is
Yeah.
primarily a problem for the axe today.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
I'll crash us again.
Well,
Neon, sorry, Pax, go ahead.
no, 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 carry on.
Neon, I'm not working on the train today. There was an ongoing project that we were working on yesterday that I am continuing to work on today, ostensibly with Pax's help.
I'm helping.
We need to work on Pax's definition of help. I'm sorry,
Oh, I've got
Cosmic,
the
for using your
definition down. It's
entrance.
just the action that's an issue.
I'm sorry, Cosmic, for using your entrance. I couldn't keep a straight face as I said it.
Oh dear.
Good night,
So,
Svedi. Hope the egg has a nice sleep. Sorry,
what
go ahead.
sort of chopper do you like?
Generally Silk Touch. That's the primary one I use. Hello, Charlie Gaga. Sorry, it took me a second. I had to read that name and then actually process why I recognised it. If I'm not mistaken, you are Gaga. Neon, what we are working on is this tunnel here, which links the main community area for this part of the server to the end portal. We started it yesterday evening, our time, and we're probably not going to finish it today. Rogue, hello. Yes, I don't think it's possible for me to have a straight face. Um, yes, Cosmic raises a fair point. Anyone who's questioning why someone on this server has copious amounts of their own head doesn't know what goes on this server. It's this server is downright murderous, as demonstrated by the fact that we're crashing the server with how much we're killing each other.
Well, we gave a strong statement there. When was the last time I killed you, Hunter?
I plead the fifth.
When was the last time you killed me before the one you just did?
I plead the fifth.
It was yesterday. And the time before that. Yesterday. So, who's murderous? The whole server?
Have you met Mythical Star?
Well, Mythical's just very good at killing people.
Yeah, because she's murderous. No, Rogue, it absolutely does not. We basically have the opposite of the right to remain silent. Sort
Well,
of.
if you're under arrest, you have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, but it's
Doesn't work like the fifth, but yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work in the same way as in the US.
It's
We're
only if you're in danger of incriminating yourself.
Yeah, and if you fail to mention anything which you later rely on in court, it may harm your defence. I've butchered that slightly, but that's the gist of it. There we go. How many blocks is that? How many did we establish? Was it about 300?
There's an axe here.
Oh,
Yeah, it was about
thank you.
300.
300. Thank you very much. Chop Major General. I feel like that's a pun that I'm missing. Am I missing a pun?
I don't know why I called them that, actually. I haven't got the foggiest.
I'm glad it's not too foggy where you are. It's not been too foggy here the past few days. That joke was awful.
Yeah, it was.
I, Cosmic would like to know what you're wearing.
What I'm wearing.
Yes. The head.
Um, oh, it's a call. It's from the Pixar film with the floating house with the
Up.
balloons and the child and the dog. Yes, that's the one.
There. Should be there. Leave me out of this. I have done nothing that you can prove. Guilty conscience, Mythical. I am so glad that I stream from a multiplayer server and not a single player world. It would be nowhere near as fun.
Yeah, that was weird.
And yes, to long-term members of the community, I know I used to stream from a single-player world, and I actually had a really I actually really struggled to remain excited about it. There were many times where I was thinking as I got ready to stream, oh, wish I was wish I was on the server tonight. It's far more interesting.
Ah, food is a thing I don't have.
I have some. Would you like some?
No, I'm okay, thank you. Did you steal the end chest, or did you break it so you couldn't?
Oh, I picked it up. Apparently, I didn't realise I picked it up. There you go. Oh yeah, I remember how I picked it up so you couldn't put my toolbox in your ender chest.
Which wasn't what I was trying to do.
Uh, why have we got?
If the server hadn't crashed, that would have been a really fun little interaction. But apparently, the server said
Why
no.
have we got spruce slabs?
Oh.
There's no part of this build that requires them. I guess I'm using them instead of blocks.
And
Because
what you do on a server like this is just sow chaos, apparently. And then build a few things in between. Like, chaos, bit of building in the middle.
yeah, pretty much. That's not right. Nice try.
Wow, you actually brought through that one. That was weird.
I think that was a stream lag thing, because from my perspective, you placed it after I'd got past it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you walk straight through it normally to my vision.
Yeah, I suspect that was server lag then.
I don't actually know where any of the things are to actually do anything.
All the resources that we've been using are in the shulker boxes at that end. But the actual design is at that end.
Oh, good.
I am out of spruce wood though, so if you want to go and get some more spruce wood.
I can go and get spruce wood. I'm going the wrong way if I'm going to go home.
Going to play with my friend in Minecraft. No worries, Gaga. You enjoy yourself. Dan wouldn't know what to do on a server like this. I mean, I didn't to begin with. I had to make a point of not looking at what anyone else had done because it was a bit intimidating when I joined the server. Because I honestly didn't know where to start. I've never been as confident in my building abilities. So when everyone else has like massive bases, it's
Yeah, it does have a bit of that hermitcraft thing going on where the builds are pretty big and a little bit scary if you're new. I know what you mean.
Yeah, the thing is, I can like ignore hermitcrafts. Like I can tune hermitcraft out and not think, oh, why can't I build like that? Because I know that most of them do it as a full-time
No.
job. So, but
Yeah. I mean, if you joined hermitcraft for the first time, you'd
oh
be a bit
god,
like,
yes.
What do I do here?
Yeah, if I were to join hermitcraft, I would just be so intimidated out of my mind. I mean, assuming that I was able to play Hermitcraft, considering that I downloaded the Season 7 world and I thought my computer was going to combust. It did not like the Season 7 world at all. But you load in next to the shopping
Yeah, you load
districts,
in the worst area.
which is the laggiest area in the world. I had about 3 FPS.
I assume I have some spruce.
I'd be amazed if you don't.
Yeah,
Just do what I do, build a day one Minecraft house and put flowers everywhere. Well, that's the thing. I think that's something that, since joining the server, I've got better at. It's not necessarily the big things that are important. It's what you enjoy that's important. So I enjoy having community projects to work on with other people. I love working with other people, but I'm also quite content to just build something small. I mean, one of the things I'm happiest about at my treehouse base isn't actually part of the treehouse base. It's a little pond next to the desert and the Badlands that's round the corner. It's nothing
Not
to
the
do
icky
with.
chicken.
Pardon?
Not the icky chicken.
No, actually, I'm happy with that, but it's not my favourite part of the build.
I like the icky chicken.
Well, the actual icky chicken I like, but that
I
also
don't
wasn't
mean
me who
the
built
chicken.
it.
The chicken wasn't you. I mean
Yeah.
the actual chichinita.
Yeah, the actual chicken itself, I like it, but it's not my favourite aspect. If what I'll do whilst I'm waiting for you to return with some more spruce.
I'm here. I've just come out of the redstone.
Oh, there you are. Never mind.
Brown box.
Yeah. Yeah, just to confuse you, there's 2 different brown boxes. Right. Okay. Back over to the stone cutter. Why this isn't a feature of vanilla Minecraft, I do not understand. Like, seriously, what? Come on, Mojang, get your act together. Why is this not a feature of vanilla? I've seen loads of like wood mill type builds where the stonecutter has been used to represent a saw blade for I've just realised I put that stair upside down. Know what you mean though? Felt like that during the Citadel for sure. Took me a while to get comfortable building amongst others. Yeah. It's one of the reasons that I tend to try and keep myself at a distance. It's why I was going to build one of the reasons I was going to build that underwater city. That because it was underwater, it was away from literally everyone. So it didn't matter how good or bad it was. Granted, that never went anywhere. So, but even now,
I
like,
keep away from everywhere because I tend to spread.
yeah, but that's slightly different because you're a good builder.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I'm not entirely sure I agree all the time, but better. I used to be a lot worse than I am now.
I will
learned to be a
take
builder
stream over to that tree and get their opinion. And I can tell you without moving what they will say.
Like, I learned to be a builder here.
Cosmic's shouting at you!
I was ignoring that. But I still feel like it's one of those things. I was never a builder in Minecraft, and it feels weird for people to like compliment my build.
Well, the thing for me is the problem for me is very much my traditional playstyle for Minecraft doesn't fit with this server very well. How I've always played Minecraft. Grinder. Like, I will spend.
Okay, yeah, sorry, my brain went to a different grinder there.
Family friendly. Family friendly Minipax.
Hey, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, then
you're too young for this stream.
Yeah, my original play style, I was um a grinder um and a redstoner. That
Well, the
was my
redstone a bit
original
hasn't
play style.
changed.
No, but I don't do anywhere near as much redstone as I used to. I do a
Oh,
lot more
okay.
building than I ever used to.
Yeah, well, even this is technically the overlap between grinding and building because I didn't design this. I've basically been given a
Yeah,
load of resources by someone else and told to replicate a design. So
yeah,
this is
this is much more grindy than buildy
yeah.
because
So
we're just following a pattern that someone else
yeah,
has told us to do.
and for a long time, my role when playing with not just my role with in my IRL friends who played Minecraft with me was always the guy who spent 10 hours, I'm exaggerating, underground just digging because none of us had the know-how to build automated farms, and also I don't know what automated farms actually existed in 1.6, but
1.6.
1.6, 1.7, that sort of time.
Not a lot. Well, yeah, I suppose there were. Not a lot of the more technical ones didn't
Mm.
because that would have been pre-observer, I think.
I'm not actually sure. Observer didn't get added with the rest of the redstone stuff in 1.5, did it?
No, observer was later.
Okay.
It might have been before 1.6, but it was definitely later.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't actually know. Minecraft Observer. Introduced. When was it introduced? History. Um, 1.11.
Yeah, I thought it was later. I'm wearing an octopus, Cosmo.
They first talked
Um,
about it for when 1.5 was coming up, but um, now, but then they didn't actually add it until 1.11, which oh my, we're coming up on 1.20. For context, I started playing Minecraft in 1.2. I started playing Minecraft in the same update that added things like ocelots. So
yeah, I was early days of beta, like
yeah,
just after it came out of. That's not the button I want to press. Just after it came out of alpha.
yeah, you're a real old school player.
Yeah, I read about it in PC Gaming Magazine. This
Oh,
new
okay.
game that was coming out that everyone was raving about.
It's funny because I've just looked up at the shelf above me and I've got a load of issues of PC Gamer.
That's probably much more recent than the ones I used to read.
Oh yeah, no, they absolutely are. Interestingly, I think Minecraft still makes their top 100 list.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. It is the
Yeah.
best-selling game of all time.
Well, yes, this is true. I'm trying to see where it has placed. Just quickly flicking through because I can do that, and also because this is turning into the Infinity Cove podcast.
That wouldn't
And
happen with us.
it's
Surely.
also reminding me that I wanted to ask you and also chat about a game called Dwarf Romantic. If you've heard of it,
Dwarf for a No, I'm not aware of that one.
hold on, I'll type it in game chat. Dwarf Romantic.
I do keep meaning to go and pick up Dwarven Fortress and
There.
give that a crack, but no, doesn't recognize. Don't recognize that name. That word.
If anyone's heard of it, I'd be curious to know what they think of it as a game because it's on my Steam wishlist. But it's Minecraft is rated number 8 in PC Gamer's Top 100, which is no different from 2021's. So it's in the top 10 PC games of all time. Well, not of all time, but
Um,
of recent history.
yeah, of like ongoing year on year.
Yeah.
I think it started at 1.2.
J Price got to beta test Minecraft. Dan started 1.13 or 14. Mythical in 1.8, which was 1.8 or 1.9 the combat update.
And you say you got to beta test at J Price. I thought you'd always been a Bedrock, or was it Bedrock that you beta tested?
It might
Because
have been Bedrock.
I was part of the Minecraft beta,
Yeah.
like early days Minecraft
That was
beta, just after
2000.
it
Was
came
that
out. But
2011 still beta, or was that 2010?
well, beta went on for ages, but early beta was 11, coming on 12 years ago. So I don't know.
Well, Minecraft
You're
released
obviously
officially
favourite.
in 2011, but I didn't know if that included beta 1.8 and things, or
Well,
which I
I
think is
think
what added
beta was.
hunger.
I think it had the beta tag for years.
Okay. Well, no,
So I
because
think I think
one.
its public release was when it came out of alpha into beta.
Okay, because Minecraft 1.2.5 was April 2012, I believe. Because I'm fairly certain that's when I started playing. Are you just rotating through heads?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
Uh, the beta version was from version 1 through to version 1.8.1
Okay.
was the whole beta period.
Yeah.
So December 20th, 2010. I suspect I probably read about it in PC Gamer around that Christmas and got it not long after.
Who did that? It's not come up in chat. Someone's just creeped me.
Yeah, I sent you a channel thing yesterday that just didn't come. Oh, was it yesterday? Day
A
before?
channel
When you
thing.
last streamed? The noise thing that you were just saying you got creeped with.
Oh. Uh, did you?
Yeah, it just never went through.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah.
Right, let's start filling in this roof.
I think I've got all the Archie things in.
Just hoping I get this right. I think that's right, and then it has a soul lantern in the middle, which I'll put in later, but... Holy... Jesus, that was loud! Cosmic! Trying to
Well done,
deafen
government.
me?
Well done.
There's a part of me that wants to turn that one down just because of how loud it is, and I'm worried about hurting people, like people's ears if they're wearing headphones, because it's fairly loud for me, and I have no idea how
That
my
one
voice
doesn't tend to
compares.
get me. Like some of Elkhorn's sound redeems get me worse than that one does.
The big one that I have a problem with, I don't even know if I've got it as a redeem. I might not because of how much it bothers me, but the Enderman screams are always
Yeah.
so loud. I'm actually feeling like I need to double check now if I've got the Enderman one.
There's one of Elkhorn's which is a
Yeah, I don't.
um which is just like one of the normal ones that goes off when a voice redeem comes off that gets me every time.
The Scottish one, the bagpipes.
Don't think so.
I was just thinking
I
about
won't
what
remember it. I won't remember it until the next happens. I've got mental
what plays for the Irish voice.
It's a Irish folk tune, I think.
Okay, I know the English one is I think it's Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, I speak with an English accent.
Yes, that one. And then
What's that supposed to be in the walls over here?
I don't know where you are, so I couldn't tell you.
I'm doing the same ceiling bit that you are, just further on the other side of the.
Oh,
But there's on the wall, so above the spruce bit and before it hits the ceiling, I've got a line of exposed rock. Is that more deep slate brick or?
where?
Sorry, look, I'll come and have a look.
I'm not really sure. Lurking and lagging. I'm still curious why Minipax does not consider themselves a builder, or derpy one at least, as was said yesterday. Dwarven Kingdom ain't no derpy build in Black Sheep's opinion.
Oh, thank you, Blackship. Yeah, that seems like it hasn't been done up here. Ah, okay. It's supposed to be spruce. It's I don't know whether
Oh,
Elkhorn didn't do it or you didn't do it. It's this bit here.
oh, that's what the
Spruce is supposed
slabs
to
are
go all
for.
the way up.
I
Yeah,
didn't realise.
and
I'm gonna continue doing the ceiling because I'm not gonna be. I can't break my rhythm, and then I'll go
yeah,
back and put the spruce in.
I'll continue with the ceiling and just leave it until we.
Yeah, because the actual prospect of breaking my rhythm to do that is actually making my skin crawl.
Yeah, it's definitely Elkhorn that's got the English accent redemption.
Yeah,
It'd be very strange for me to do it.
why are you doing a redemption mini packs? You don't need to do a redemption right now. You're not live.
The trick would be figuring out what accent I did the rest of the time then.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I suppose depending on who the person was, they might not realise that that's a British accent. One of many, many British accents.
Well, yeah, one of about 30 you can have just living within like 10 meters of my house.
Yeah, and there's also the fact that I'm sure there are many people in your local area who would like to think this is not an English accent. This is our accent, and we are not English.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's they wouldn't necessarily say they're not English. It's a weird. You're talking about the Scouse not English thing,
Yeah.
I take it. Um,
One of the other parts of the country, alongside Yorkshire, Scotland, and Cornwall,
yeah,
and parts of
it's more
Wales.
an anti-UK government stance. It's more of a political stance than it is
Okay.
a nationality-based stance. Like if the government was considerably different and hadn't continually tried to screw Liverpool over, it wouldn't exist.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I can't say I blame them, considering the government's attitude towards Liverpool and the North in general, but particularly
Yeah.
Liverpool. Does McScroogan know that the end portal is under their base because they know they're doing? If they don't, they will find out the hard way.
Yeah, Scurry knows it's here. I don't think it's directly under it, is it?
No idea. Honestly, I have no clue at all. I haven't actually seen McScroogan online for a while. Then again, I'm saying that I haven't been online for a while, so.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's just under. It is. It's directly in one corner of the big dig.
Okay. Hey, can someone
The tunnel.
someone ask
The
Screwy
tunnel
if
isn't,
he
but
knows where?
yeah, it's directly on the southern edge.
Yeah, we probably should ping Screwy a message then, just double check he's aware, and what if he
Yeah,
has a
Scurry
plan.
knows it's there, but
Yeah, well, what's his
I'm
plan for
sure
it? Because
he's got to know that it's something's going to get done with it, surely.
you'd think so, but no, Cosmic. How dare you suggest we would ever do such a thing? Actually, in fairness, we aren't. It's not what we're doing. It's an unintended side effect of what we're doing.
Why does this feel wrong? Because I've done it wrong, that's why it feels wrong. That would explain it.
Yeah, that does generally mean that you're doing it wrong when it feels wrong. I've out of deep slate.
So in the other end of the tunnel, in that weird little room that Elcon was in yesterday, there is a chest, and all the deep slate I dug up is in there if you need more.
Okay. Apologies, everyone. I
'Cause
should probably have warned you before I set off flying down this tunnel.
because I didn't know that there was a system, so I just threw
I'm
it
sorry,
in.
why do you want me to say Screwy's big dick? Oh. That's why! Cosmic?
Shout at me for family friendly.
Cosmic, you are such an immature teen. Hello, Aldi. Welcome on in.
Hey, Aldi.
Wait, hold Oh, for crying out loud, seriously? There was deep slate in some of the shulkers at this end, and I've just flown down to the other end and got more deep slate. Oh, dear. Aldi...
Rowdy Cosmic.
Yeah. The flying is fine, it was the free cam. Oh, free cam's faster. I've just been jump scared by my pay attention to me. Cosmic's knocking on my door.
Oi.
It's break time! It's time to break something. I vote we break the server by killing Minipax again.
I prefer you didn't.
I'm
I've got
sure...
like half a shulker of spruce on me.
Okay. I won't kill you then. But only because you're on the spruce. Put the spruce down and then I'll kill you.
Why do you have no audio?
I don't know, J Price, because I'm not muted, and neither is Minipax. Anyone else having audio issues? Cosmic! Stop that. But thank you for gifting a sub to Elcorn. Gifting 6-month sub to Elcorn. I forgot, Cosmic doesn't do 1-month gift subs. Because Cosmic is far too generous. Yes, Aldi, you need everyone needs to give shoutouts for Cosmic because Cosmic gives shoutouts for just about everyone on Twitch, even when that person isn't a streamer sometimes, because they've mentioned that they might possibly start streaming at some point. Cough, what happened to me? Cough.
And me.
And you. And I think Elcorn and Lee was.
Yeah.
And Ginger.
I don't think I was around when Ginger started streaming. At least I didn't know Ginger when Ginger started streaming.
I mean, it depends how we're defining no. Because an argument can be made that
I don't think I knew of Ginger's existence when Ginger started streaming.
Oh. Could someone more in the know than me, which would actually it'd be Aldebar would be a good choice, or Cosmic. Either of you are probably going to know because I think Ginger started streaming from Halcyon Heights, so it'd be around the time that Halcyon Heights started up. But yeah, if one of you could inform us as to when Ginger started streaming, that would be wonderful.
I feel like a year and 2 months.
You have no idea, do you?
I looked it up a while ago, but I couldn't tell you how long ago it was. I remember it being a year.
Start from Halcyon Heights, mid-June 2021. So, yeah, about a year and a half ago.
Yeah. I had the unfortunate thing, I think it's my social ineptitude that causes it, of I just don't know what's going on unless someone directly tells me. So, like, I didn't know that Elcorn was streaming because no one had told me Elcorn was streaming, and I hadn't come across it accidentally, and I don't know how everyone else knew, but I didn't. So it was ages before I found out that Elcorn was streaming.
I'm trying to remember how I knew that Elcorn was streaming. Oh, it was because I was already following Elcorn. I was already following Elcorn before he even considered starting to stream. So one day I just got pinged a message. It's just like, Elcorn 95 went live. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, and then it was just a test stream, so there was nothing going on, but...
I discovered Elcorn streaming on Elcorn's first affiliate stream.
Okay. That's still a pretty decent place to discover. Right, so we've put in all the deep slate now?
I think so.
Awesome, I'm going to take a break now then.
Yep.
Some of the trapdoors are still open, I notice. Hold on. Oh, it's actually nighttime. Just reset my spawn. There we go.
Oh, so bros, we've got a shower that's got a Bluetooth thing on it, and none of us ever use it, but it has the unfortunate habit of grabbing my Bluetooth on my phone if someone turns the light on in the shower.
Sorry, did you say you
So
have a
I'll be
Bluetooth shower?
yeah, Bluetooth audio in the shower, so you can put the radio or whatever in the shower. It's
What a
terrible. It
world!
sounds
What a
it
world we
it
live in.
sounds it sounds awful. You wouldn't want to use it. But yeah, someone else will go in the shower and suddenly my phone will stop like saying out loud. It always takes me like 5 minutes of faffing around to realise that uh
They just shut the
that's
door
why
on me.
I haven't got any audio.
Oh, that would explain a lot, Cosmic.
So it's Cosmic's fault I didn't know. I see.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh
But
dear.
like what?
So I just blinked rather forcefully just because I had a bit of dust in my eye. But as I closed my eyes, I had the jigsaw that I'm currently working on sort of seared onto the inside of my eyelids. So I close my eyes and I can just see that jigsaw. And I'm just like, oh god, I've been staring at that jigsaw for far too long.
Have you got OLED eyes? Have you got a burn-in issue?
um, I I do actually have this weird thing where I will close if I close my eyes, then I see like colors for some reason. I don't know if that's a common thing. Like I see like
I see that.
there was it was I think Windows Media Player or something that when you played music, um, it did loads of stuff with like colors and things. Like it made colors move around in time with the music, and it's sort of like that. I've explained that really badly. I'm sorry. Right. I am supposed to be going on break, though Darth Lord Josh has just come in. Hello, Darth Lord Josh. You have just arrived just as I'm about to go on break, though Pax is trying to stall me going on break, apparently. So it's just a few minutes just so I can stretch and top up my drink. Everyone else should do the same. And then Pax and I will be back for even more craziness shortly. Because craziness, silliness, bonkersness. Basically all the words to describe chaos on this server. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I will see you all in a few.
Hi.
I don't know what I expected, to be honest. I do not know what I was expecting. Thanks, Minipax!
You're welcome.
Where have you put me? Oh, my inventory's full.
Are you still on your Be Right Back screen?
Shouldn't be.
Okay. Then my
Yeah,
stream isn't updated or something. Let me refresh.
Yeah, I'm
You're
definitely
okay.
off.
It's my stream had frozen at some point during your break, but because it was a static screen, I couldn't tell.
Oh. Sounds like you're trying to blame me there.
No, the reason that I couldn't tell that it was wrong. You also missed some spruce stairs up here.
Oh, did I? Whoops.
Yeah.
I might have
Some
run.
of the
No, I haven't run out.
it was literally the easiest prank I could pull, J Price. Hunter had put themselves in a hole already.
Yeah, I had
And I
already
had
done half the work
I
for them.
had the cobwebs in my inventory.
I've missed stairs here.
That's the one I was talking
Oh,
about.
was it the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Right, and I've missed trapdoors here. Put those in. Soul lanterns. I've done most of it right. I think, maybe. I hope. Possibly. Right. I'm out of rockets now.
There you go.
Thank you. This is a tunnel linking the Finite In community area on the server with our stronghold in this part of the server. Josh. Because at the start of the stream, Cosmic locked me out my ender chest, which is where my food shulker was. So I asked Pax to grab some food from their base that wasn't from an ender chest, and the only thing they had that wasn't in an ender chest was gapples. So I got a load of gapples.
Yeah, you've missed. Oh, then you haven't missed trapdoors. The trapdoors are just down for some reason.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why that was the case, but I may have just left. I've just left a load that are open for some reason. Back in a sec. Need to buy something, and I need to I thought that said concrete. It says concentrate. No worries.
I need to buy something with concrete.
Why are all the trapdoors down, Elcorn? Was it just you didn't bother to flip them up, or?
Maybe it was Rowdy Alcorn's idea of a prank.
Possibly. There we go. There we go. Oh, I meant to ask anyone who was in my stream on Saturday. How was the quality of it? Was it buffering a lot? Was it all right? Did it drop out at all? Because I don't think it did. If it did, it didn't create two VODs. So I just want to see how it was. Because I was sorting out VODs today, and one of my earlier streams is like split into like 5 VODs, and I'm not looking forward to seeing if I can piece it back together again.
I didn't notice any issues with that Subnautica.
Yeah, Subnautica on Saturday, just
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah, I didn't say any problems with it. I'm having the odd problem where people's streams freeze, like that one that happened just before.
Yeah.
But I'm aware that's something on my end, and only when I use Firefox browser. So
Cosmic. if what you're buying is what I think you're buying, better not be just you. No, I will not elaborate. Is Mythical still around? Because it isn't. Okay, that's fine then.
She is working in the lab late one night.
Yeah. And that's actually quite good because Nightbot's just brought up the link to my VOD channel, which is now mostly up to date. Finally, I think all the VODs from
Nice.
November through to now should be on there, except for the most recent two Subnautica streams, and that's predominantly because I don't want to upload the last Subnautica stream and then without having the one before it, but the one before it is in 5 parts. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do there. Yes, I've just seen. Mythical. For this tunnel, do you want the tunnel to terminate here? Or did you want it to go all the way up? Because I'm just wondering if you want me to punch a hole through, like dig up all the redstone, remove this part of the wall. Like, I'm going to have to punch right through this section, so I'm just wondering what you want doing in that regard, or if you're going to do it yourself. If you're going to do it yourself, that's absolutely fine. I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Right, where's that sign? There it is. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the fact that we can actually play more with light now. It's much nicer being able to actually, especially you. I love the blue of soul lanterns.
I wish we had more colours of soul lanterns. In Vault Hunters, they've got a green one which I really like.
Yeah, more colours would be nice. Go right up to the frog lights. Awesome. Definitely wasn't just looking for an excuse to dig. That's not quite how the song goes, but sure, we'll go with it.
I was kind of mixing two Diggy songs.
Yeah, I did notice. Two Diggy songs to do with dwarves at that.
Yeah.
And if you're not familiar with either of those songs, you have not been in Minecraft playing Minecraft long enough. And also, you're just far too young, because if you don't recognise one of them, then why have you not been watching Snow White?
I can imagine why people wouldn't watch Snow White these days. It's
yeah.
What is it, 100 years? Must be closing on it.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Closer to 90. It's 1937. But still, that predates World War II. By a margin. I had to think about how much it predated World War II by then. Which is a little worrying. You can also take any of the deep slate and the shulker if you like, as well as the gravel. I don't need any gravel, thanks. Not currently. I think Minipax needs some gravel, though. You need gravel, don't you? Remember what happens.
You've got a totem.
And I forgot that I'd just eaten a gapple, so I also got regen and absorption.
Have you ever eaten gapples as a standard food before?
No, I have not, because I don't flex like you do.
I don't normally eat gapples as food.
I could see you doing it, though, because you're a flexer.
It only requires a farmer villager and a gold farm to get as many gapples as you can possibly want. It's not that big.
You say only.
Yeah. Troll
I
bomb isn't hard to make.
I've
If you
never
know
made
how,
one.
obviously.
Yeah, I was about to say I've never made one.
I think I probably in the high teens, early 20s of making them at this point. I made about 5 on this server.
That does not surprise me. That in there. There we go. My inventory's actually clear now. I might not be able to eat too many. Actually, options, video settings. I've turned particles to minimal because I couldn't work with the amount of particles that were on my screen.
Did you upgrade your RAM while you were doing your computer stuff?
No, I did not. I need to do that still. They weren't. No, the particles weren't bothering the computer. They were bothering me personally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the particles were fine on the computer. It was just like me. They were hurting my eyes.
Do you wear glasses?
No.
When was the last thing you had an eye test?
Uh, it's
Is that
it's Monday, so carry the one. Multiplied by the number of potatoes I ate last Thursday. Divided by the number of miles to Istanbul. 2015? Maybe?
That's the third time in the last 3 times I've seen you. You've mentioned eye strain, painful eyes, or things irritating your eyes.
Yeah, I am also
to
prone
check.
to sensory overload, remember?
Well, so am I, but also eye test might be worth it.
Okay.
Sensory overload and eye strain are 2 different things, but
Yeah, true. I'm just not very good at distinguishing the two.
yeah, neither am I. Last time I went and got my eyes done, the optician was like, "Why did you wait this long? You already have glasses. Why did you wait this long to come back?" And like, "Because I thought my glasses were fine." Like, it's not normal to have squiggly white things in your vision all the time. Like,
Have you take a look at chat?
Yep. I was reading it as you said
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Where can I go for a free eye test?
A
'Cause
free one.
yeah,
I don't know
nowhere
where you
in
get
this
free one
country.
these days.
Where? Okay, where would you, let's rephrase the question. Just generally, where would you recommend I go for an eye test? Because like I said, I haven't had one since
I actually go to, even though I don't like the company very much, I actually go to Specsavers because they do glaucoma tests and something else fairly cheap.
What tests?
Because I've got glaucoma, it's a medical condition that
Okay.
my grandmother had, so I'm at risk of getting it.
Okay.
Because of all my other medical stuff, they do an advanced test that only costs £10 more than the standard eye test.
Okay.
So I go to Specsavers, but
Cosmic's telling me they'll PayPal me the money to go to Specsavers. And you've
it's
said
worth
holy.
get your eye tested occasionally anyway.
Yeah, I've let it. The reason I haven't done it is because I used to use Boots Opticians, but then the Boots in my town got rid of the opticians, so it was like an hour's drive to the nearest Boots Opticians. So
The
we
token
just
ones in supermarkets, I've never used them, but I know someone who absolutely swears by the Asda opticians near
okay.
us, and also someone who, I don't know if you have a local Costco, whether you're members of Costco, but apparently Costco opticians are good as well.
I don't know. Yes, to Specsavers, the advanced eye test is worth it. Well, there's a Specsavers in the local town because it's Britain, so I'll I will go. I promise. And I'm not just saying that I will actually go. I've been looking for an excuse to go into town
With
anyway, so...
myself and Cosmic aware of it, I don't think you'd get away with just saying it.
No, this is very true. This is very true. I wouldn't. Yeah, no, I will. I've been looking for an excuse to go into town, so I now have one, I suppose. Which is an
Are your
interesting way
parents'
to.
glasses wearers by any chance?
They are now, but they're also in their 50s, so
Well, most people are by their 50s.
yeah.
Um,
My mum had to wear them for driving, but not for anything else. My dad's only recently, in the past, like since they turned 50, that have they had to get them.
I only needed them for some reading tasks and things until this last time I went, and it turns out I had a something in my eye, so I now need a prism in my glasses. But I can't really remember the details, to be honest with you. I just sort of nodded when the optician was talking.
Well,
Um,
yeah, because the thing is, the problem I had the last time I went to the opticians was primarily that I confused the optician. Because I'd have
you
to.
confusing.
Yeah, I know, me confusing. What a surprise. Um, I would have to sit there for a long time with them, like going like um A or B, like which is clearer, because I honestly couldn't see a difference.
Yeah, just say I don't know.
I did. I never said it was a good optician.
Yeah, I don't think it was a very good optician by the sounds of it.
Hmm, it was Boots, so.
Yeah, my favourite optician shut down, but it was just a local optician, so it wasn't. It was a private one.
Yeah.
But I've got a phenomenally large noggin, and I struggle to get glasses that actually fit my head.
Yeah, well, that was a problem that was my dad had, and still has for sunglasses. He breaks sunglasses constantly because he can't get ones that actually fit him.
Yep, got that problem. It's a pain in the derriere.
Addy, Cosmic, and Minipax. I will also ask. I will also tell my friend Harriet that I need to get an eye test because if you think that Cosmic or Minipax are relentless in making sure that I do stuff, my word, Harriet is on another level. She is more concerned with my well-being than her own, I think, sometimes. Which I appreciate is not good, but at the same time, I appreciate how much she's willing to look out for me.
I think I'm more invested in your well-being than I am in mine, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but
Um,
yeah, but you're not on the. Harriet was prepared to sit down next to me whilst I was on the phone to a therapist, even
why
though
would you?
she
Oh,
was 3 hours away at the time, or no, 2 hours away, not three. I've got my timings wrong. Um, she's persistent in making sure I actually take care of myself.
I've no idea what the sentence was that I worried Cosmic with, but apparently I did that.
Oop.
Oh, I know what it'll be. I have a phenomenally large noggin. It'll have been. I bet you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just thinking about right. What is it about that sentence that makes Cosmic worried? There we go. Just got back from a little break and we're still talking about eye tests. Yes, we are still talking about eye tests and the surrounding categories. Topics on these streams can either last 5 minutes or the full hour before my next break. So it's interesting.
It's why these sort of episodes is the wrong word. streams. These sort of streams we tend to refer to as the Infinity Cove podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason it's the podcast streams. I've started calling them episodes now. Thanks for that, Pax.
I think it's because we're talking about podcasts. Episode feels right.
Yeah, episode feels right. You know, so you're not in the Spawn Chunks Discord, are you? Or are you? Yeah, you are.
I don't spend much time in there because I'm in so many
1,
Discords
2,
that
3,
I just don't
4,
have
5.
bandwidth to
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
actively
So
participate.
because Pix is on holiday, there was a special guest today. I'm not going to name the special guest because I don't think the episode's released yet. And it's supposed to be only the Discord members know, so I'm not gonna name them. But because Joel's not normally the one who opens the live show chat, he was trying to figure out how to do it, and he managed to open it for just the mods for the Discord. So myself, Cosmic, and Jumbo Cell. And for a brief moment, just for a brief flash, and I'm like, is Jumbo Sale the special guest? Have Joel and Pix just messaged Jumbo Sale and just gone, hey, we need someone to fill in for Pix, and we figured we'd just go through the mods. And I'm just like, please tell me that's not the case, because then I'm going to have to figure out how I turn them down, because there's no way in hell that I'm co-hosting the Spawn Chunks. Because
I could probably do that. I don't know what value I would be to it, but I feel like I spend enough time
that's
just
why
like generally chatting on streams and things. I don't think I'd have an issue with it anymore.
Well, that's the thing.
I would have done at one point.
I would have the confidence to do it, but I wouldn't have the ability to. I can't formulate the same. When they announce like new stuff coming in to Minecraft, say like they've released the stuff for the Sniffer, I'll look at it and go, "Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool," and that's about it. I'm not very good at actually verbalizing exactly what my thought process is.
Yeah, I like to percolate a little bit, but
So
I'm the sort of person who's a little over verbose at times. So I can ad-lib things. It
yeah,
might not be my opinion in a week's time, but
well, yeah, I would have an easier time co-streaming with one of them, but not
Why does the game think that's a new recipe to me? I haven't lost all my stats again, have I?
I don't know. Have you? If you've lost all your achievements, then we can sort that out.
Well, yeah, I can. No, my achievements are still there. Why am I getting...
What recipe did you get?
Spruce stairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I still have my axe? Yes, I do. I need to grab those soul lanterns.
It's a bit dark.
Soul lanterns are in that one. Well done, me. First try. There we go. There.
Did we ever make a tech area on the Discord?
I thought we had.
The finite in.
Finite in.
Yeah, we did tech talk.
Yeah, tech talk, gaming, the arts. I put my jigsaw in general chat because I didn't know if it really was really classified as the arts.
It could be gaming.
Well, yeah, well that's the thing. It's a D&D jigsaw, so I wasn't really sure. I didn't know what it was be considered.
I'm pretty sure I just figured out who the special guest was.
How?
Sorry, I went onto the Discord and had a look who was posting images.
Oh. That's cheating.
Yeah,
but I don't want to share it because I don't know if everyone in stream chat is in the Discord.
I'm aware. That's why I didn't also share it. But I was curious who it was. Like I could have listened in, except I was working at the time. But
I'm surprised that would.
Secret from me.
I'm surprised that would stop you.
It depends what sort of work I'm doing. Like, there are some
Okay.
types of work that I cannot. Like, I could listen to. So, for example, I'll sometimes re-listen to an audiobook that I've listened to before,
Okay, because you can tune out a bit
like an
more.
old favorite.
Yeah.
Because if I miss 20 minutes of the storyline, I just carry on. But if it's anything new, I can't do it. Or if I'm actually listening in, it'll distract me.
Okay, that's fair enough. Right. I've just realised that I need to put some deep slate behind all the trapdoors.
Yeah, otherwise you get the weird light bleeding.
Yeah, because you get the light bleeding through, so... Just quickly running through and doing that.
Mysterious staircase to
Just check
nowhere.
the live chat. Yeah, it was a good episode. Um, I sort of like did a double take when I heard the voice because I wasn't actually looking at my phone, so I just like because I'm explaining this really bit. I started out listening to it on my phone rather than on my PC like I normally would. So I'm just like, was that voice who I thought it was? And it was, and I was like, oh, I was not expecting that person. Although I have a
I
hunch
mean,
as to who next week might be, because this week was dropping hints
I
without
don't know
wishing
when
to
the
name names.
episode's being released.
It should be later today in
I was gonna say
theory,
it's
but
usually out around nowish.
yeah, but it's normally Pix who edits it, so I wasn't sure. It's Pix who edits and then Joel who uploads, but this time it's Joel editing and uploading. I don't know if that will affect it at all. I'm just waiting for it to release for the title, um, so I can update the spreadsheet that a few of us set up. I think we're just about done.
Yes, I
We
think
need
we
one
are.
more cobblestone archway. Do you have any slabs on you?
Cobble, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe's doing all the stuff this time around, so I'd like to take a little longer. Thank you, Cosmic. It's
Yeah, I
useful to have
didn't.
someone who's probably messaging Joel and saying, "Hey, just wondering, when's the Spawn Shot's coming out?" I know you're not actually likely to be doing that, Cosmic. Don't worry.
I technically am behind. I'm only halfway through last week's episode currently. Because I was reading a book that I was enjoying, so I haven't been listening to
I
podcasts.
started listening to last week's episode, then stopped because I started speaking to you. So I just re-listened to the entire thing on dog walks. It's one of the perks of having to walk the dog.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
walking around you, placing some blocks.
Well, yes, I can see that.
You know when you do this thing and you just end up talking and jumping on and off boxes and stuff? This was just another one of those. It was
Ah,
just
fair enough.
another faff.
the keep your hands occupied as you chatter.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Right. So I'd say we're pretty much done on this now.
I would agree.
There's probably some trapdoors further down that could do with blocks behind them, but for the most part, this is done. We're only at an hour 45. I thought this would take longer, honestly.
Yeah, well, the two of us doing it. That was
Yeah, that's true. And I suppose Alcon didn't start his stream from that bit, so now I need to figure out what else to do. Cosmic, do you know if we have a full spectrum of concrete back at the Pridelands? Or do we only have certain colours? Because if we've got a full spectrum, then we can work on the Pridelands Nether Tunnel. Not a full
You mean
spectrum.
a spectrum as regards all 16, or are you talking about just the pride colours?
Sorry, I should have specified just the Pride colours. Yeah,
I think
just...
last time you were both streaming together, You were just starting to collect the stuff to do that.
Yeah, so it might be worth doing that because my thoughts of the Pridelands tunnel was basically just a concrete tunnel that's a spiral of the rainbow. Unless Cosmic has objections to that, which we'll find out shortly. But I'm not really sure what people want to do for nether tunnels in general in this region of the nether, so, and I
Hot for
turned...
hot.
Well, that's how much damage it did, or that's how much health you had
No,
left?
that's how much I've got left.
Oh, jeez! You're wearing diamond armor!
It landed right on me. It was...
Where did it spawn? Oh, we lost a stair. And some stone bricks. Where did it come from?
No idea.
Hold on.
It seemed like it... Okay. That was weird. Excuse me. It seemed like
Shit!
it fell...
Cosmic Dancer!
like...
Cosmic!
To be fair, Cosmic beat me to it.
I cannot... I have a word for you, Cosmic. It begins with B and ends in itch. For doing that to me just then.
Brockovich.
Yes! Brockovich is the exact word I was thinking of.
Language.
Yes, I deserve that language, Addy. Thing is, I'm at full health with 2 absorption hearts, and I'm wearing armor. So it's not like and I've got a totem, so the creeper couldn't have killed me.
Yeah.
So just it's been a while since I've fully gone like that. Right, I'm gonna pack up and head back towards the Pridelands because why are you wearing a purple creeper head?
In honor of the creeper that almost got me. That almost crashed the server.
Oh yeah, of course, if we die, the server crashes. I forgot about that.
That's going to be an interesting one to try and figure out why it's happening.
Yeah. Oh, I
I
broke the floor.
assume it hasn't happened until today, otherwise someone would have told me.
It hasn't happened to me, but I also haven't died recently.
Yeah, I don't know who the last death on the server was. Like, it could even have been me the other day when you killed me.
I feel like we should have put soul soil underneath this tunnel's floor.
Well, yeah.
I'm actually just going to use the nether portal. I don't know why I'm walking back to the finite.
I will almost certainly never actually use this tunnel.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. It's a nice tunnel to have, but I don't think we'll use it. What we need to do, though, is also put the portal to the stronghold into a tunnel. And yet, why I will never have sound alerts on my stream. Cosmic! You've got to have sound alerts so I can be mean. I mean, so we can have fun together.
You get to pick the sound alert.
Yeah, you choose what the sound alerts are. It's why I don't have the Enderman. Because it's too loud. How did you get here before me?
I'm fast.
Are you speed?
I have the need.
Right, we've got purple and yellow. Got loads of sand and gravel. I've got the... Okay. Blue, red, orange. I've got some of the colours.
With any luck, mythical, I'll do a a config reset later and it'll be fine.
Red,
It's
orange,
usually when it's those
yellow,
sort of things, it's something odd in config.
green, blue, violet. Uh, whoops. There we go. So I've got
First generation
everything
reference
except...
battle. What does that mean?
I'm not actually sure.
I am confused, Alcon.
So am I.
Anyway, sorry.
So the only thing I'm missing is green. That's the only colour I don't have.
I can go and get some green if you
I'm
want.
not sure if green or lime will work better though. Hold on.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say have a look at the. It's
And
green in the wings.
is it green? It looks more like lime in the wings.
I seem to remember it being green.
No, it's lime.
No, it's fine. Okay.
I also noticed you have used both kinds of blue. You've used light and
Um,
dark.
yeah, I think what I did. I think the reason for that is I got the color. I got a flag that I liked, which was the Progress Pride flag, and literally put it up next to the screen and got all the concretes out and picked the concretes based on the ones that were closest to the flag color by eye, rather than what the colors are called in Minecraft.
Progress Pride flag. I didn't realise Progress Pride flag had No. Oh, okay. I see. It's because it's got the blue from the Trans Pride flag.
Yeah, so it's got the light blue from Trans.
Yeah.
So the light
It's just
blue,
because
pink,
there's
and
two
white.
sets of light blue, because there's one next to the dark blue and the green, as well as the one next to the
Yeah,
pink. Even
yeah.
though,
There's the gay pride colours and then
yeah,
the trans
except
pride.
Gay Pride only has one. It doesn't have indigo. Standard Pride flag's only
Oh,
6 colours. Indigo and pink were both removed. It used to be 8 colours and it's gone down to 6.
okay,
Um,
cool.
no, I still love it. Just to make that clear. Oh wait, yeah, I can't kill you. Nearly.
Well,
My
you
stream should,
can. You're just crossing the
yeah,
level.
stream should come with a flash warning the way you open and close the shulker boxes. I have no regrets. I have
Yeah.
a few regrets.
No
Um,
regrets.
I'm still
You can
confused about the
actually say.
cross-gen reference battle, if I'm honest. I'm one of those people who gets very confused, and then when they don't get an explanation, just maintains the confused state.
You can see Bulbasaur from fairly well up here.
I need to put that down and not getting a voice, just puttering. No worries. No worries, Alcon. I don't expect you to come into.
Do you want me to go and get some green? Because even if you want lime, you're still gonna need green.
Yeah, if that would be alright, that'd be great, thank you. It's getting dark, I should probably go sleep. Cosmic, I'm using your entrance. I regret nothing about using your entrance. Oh! You went Cars, Minipax went Top Gun.
Hmm?
You made a Top Gun reference, but I made a Cars reference.
Did I make a Top Gun reference?
Apparently so. Apparently you didn't realise.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, most of my references I don't remember where they're from, so I probably just said something
Uh,
that was a Top Gun reference that I have no idea where it came from.
how much green?
I've got loads of green alcohol, don't worry.
I'm gonna
I've
need
still got.
enough lime to fill a shulker box.
Is it definitely lime you want? Because I'll make lime.
It's definitely lime.
You want a full shulker of lime dye.
Yes. I probably won't need
Um,
that much to begin with, but I have no idea how much Cosmic and I are planning on building, so better safe than sorry.
all my signs and things have disappeared again.
Okay.
Thankfully, I have my storage organized enough that I can find it. But
Must be a faster way of doing this.
oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't have told you without from alcohol. It's just a thing I said. I absorb these cultural things, but apparently have no ability to actually remember where they're from. So unless it's really obvious because I'm
Right,
like
there we go.
doing someone's voice or something.
Uh, gravel, 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 gravel. Oop, nope. Sand, sand.
It's fine. I'll call like I say. I've got metric tons of green, and I've also got
Oop.
loads of white from bone stuff. So
Sand goes there. Gravel. Sand. Random copper ore.
um,
Sorry, stream. One, two,
just
three,
oh
four.
there it is. Don't have everything. I do have those two things.
Oh, I did have half a stack of purple. Why have we got rabbit hide and ink sac? But like,
What?
we've got one rabbit hide and 3 ink sacs just in a random shulker, and I'm not sure why.
Weird mix, but okay.
I mean, it's me and Cosmic. Don't be too surprised. Got a random couple of stacks of orange concrete as well, and blue concrete.
No. Okay. That's close.
Not what I intended to do. There we go. Right.
There you go.
Thank you. Need to convert the blue. I need to get more shulker boxes. Because I am out of shulker box. I really need to change that knock. Scares the
Be
crap.
careful of these flowers.
Yep. You're gonna rise up slightly.
Rise up.
Just make sure I get that shulker. That shulker wants to go there.
Oh, my
Yep, yellow
mods
is
aren't
there.
working properly either. That's interesting.
More break. No breaks, only Minecraft. Yeah, that creeper will occasionally jump scare me. None of these chests are labelled Cosmic. This one's not sorted, so it's going in here. Why are none of these
Are you
chests?
sure that they're not just invisible? Because all of mine are invisible. I can't see any signs or item frames, etc.
Well, signs aren't invisible because my train is covered in them. So... And there's the signs above the house, so... You want labels on them? Label them yourself. Whatever you say, Cosmic. Right. I'm going to take a break, and then I'll get to converting flowers into dyes. And then I'll start making concrete. Yeah. Everyone else should take a break as well. Top up your drinks, stretch, rest your eyes, all that lovely stuff. And I will see you folks all in a few minutes. I'm not even sure what to make of this, to be honest. It's um what? Also, I don't know if you're
Hi,
talking. Hello.
I made a flappy door.
There we go. I'm off. That's right. Okay.
If it hadn't been for the animals, it would have been much more impressive.
Yeah. Thank goodness the animals were there to keep me safe, I guess. Where's the bed gone?
Hmm?
There was a
What
bed. Oh, it's over here.
Awkward.
I have my angles, my perspectives wrong. Right, let's just
Yeah,
double
I
check.
couldn't think of any triggers that wouldn't be
Oh my
triggered
lord,
by
that's a lot of creepers.
some of the animals in the house.
No other creepers, okay.
I converted the rest of your flowers.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Well, I assume that's what was needing to be done. I didn't know
That
what
that
else to do.
was that was the next plan. Right. No, I need to do this in a crafting table. Concrete powder. So 4 sand, 4 gravel makes 8. So half a stack of sand and half a stack of gravel makes a full stack. Okay. 3, 4, half. 1, 2, 3, 4, half. And a stack of red dye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Okay.
What's this for?
I'm trying to make up a full shulker of each colour concrete.
Okay.
Because
Didn't answer my question, but cool.
I don't follow the question.
What's it for? What you're
Um,
making concrete? What's it for?
well,
What are you doing with the concrete?
Cosmic's townhouses require concrete, and also concrete is the one of the cleanest
Just
brightly coloured
concrete
blocks.
stocks, basically.
Yeah, concrete stocks basically. Um, put that away. Get a stack, half a stack out. Okay. And then my inventory is full.
Yeah, I dealt with mine when I went back to the house.
Observer, spruce doors, stone bun. My inventory is mostly full of golden apples.
This llama does not have an inventory.
Does it not?
Nope.
Okay, that's odd. Fairly certain it should.
I think you have to give them something to have an inventory. Do you have to give them like a chest or something?
I don't think so. I thought they had an inventory by default.
Not unless I'm not using it right. Which is possible because I don't exactly use llamas very often.
Who does?
I just needed a seat, Cosmic. You haven't put any seating around here. The only place to sit was on a llama.
Quick, log the ender
If you don't,
chest.
if you don't leave local amenities out for the For the people wandering around, you never know what'll get set up.
Okay.
Why is there a random hole here?
I don't actually know.
Yeah, it's a bit heavy.
I'm an idiot. Can hold on? Do we have universal dyeing for concrete powder?
I think so, but I get really confused what we do and don't have universal dyeing for.
We do. We do. Good. That was close. Nearly wasted a load of concrete then. You can sit on Hunter. Have a netherite throne, take it with you everywhere, and then you will always have a seat. I mean,
Too heavy.
now you're just coming up with excuses.
Yeah, considering I can, like all Minecraft players, seemingly carry thousands upon thousands of tons of stone in my pockets, a netherite throne isn't going to be that heavy.
Yeah.
It is not Lord Josh, but the universal dyeing we've got here, which I think is just the one from Vanilla Tweaks, feels weirdly limited for the things that you can dye.
Yeah, it's one of those things like you can universally dye some things, but not other things. The thing that always bugs me, and it's a really strange pet peeve, but I don't like not being able to reset terracotta
Oh, back to original terracotta.
back to
I
plain
think you can do
terracotta.
that on any of the dyeing packs
No,
I've
you
seen.
can't, and it's a stupid thing to get bothered by, but it does irritate me somewhat.
What would the
Because,
recipe be?
well, that's the thing, I don't know. Well, the thing is, like, you can clean stuff in a cauldron, so why not be it? I suppose it's stone, so it's a slightly different method of dyeing, but
Yeah, you can't that's um an item entity you're cleaning. It's changing
yeah,
MBT data. It's not the same as altering a block.
yeah. It's just it's one of those weird things where like because it's a different color to standard. I'm trying to do words and I'm struggling.
Because
Be
it's not one of the colours.
yeah,
It's
it's
the
not
like
one of the colors. It's its own thing. It doesn't work in quite the same way. Oh, I'm a stack short of yellow. Hold on. There we go.
It's like I don't understand why you can't just dye concrete.
Oh
I mean, you
yeah,
can
you
do the
have to do the
powder.
powder.
Why can't we just? Why can't we just do concrete?
Yeah, that is another thing that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Then again, I suppose we're trying to apply logic to Minecraft, which is always a recipe for disaster.
Well, it's not. It's not even just Minecraft. That is a. It's the what's the word? It's a data pack someone else has put together.
Yeah. Uh, right. Um, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lime, that's not a full stack. There we go. Nope, that's not right. There we are. Oop, that was a lag moment there. Don't know if
Yeah,
you...
I came through a portal.
Ah. Gravel, and I can take that shulker box back now, because all these shulkers are mine. I think we picked up more gravel than we did sand. I Can't imagine where we got all the gravel from. Do you have a carrot on a stick?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's a shame. That's always. I don't know why I've always found that so funny. Okay, Mythical's locked down my ender
See
chest.
you, Aldi.
Starting the timer. Time for me to lurk. No worries, Aldi. You enjoy the lurk. J Price, let's play chat plan my basketball practice for tonight. I would love to. I know nothing about basketball. So I'm going to be worse than useless for doing that.
I think it should involve a ball.
And perhaps a basket?
Yeah, maybe. I think
Just an idea.
you should do that thing where you make people run from one side of the room to the mid court and back really fast.
Ooh,
Until like the
you're a
last person
sadist.
standing.
You don't like whoever J Price has for basketball?
I literally know nothing about basketball,
Yeah.
so I just went to like general fitness to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Purple concrete. I only make them
Or
run if they're being
very
rude.
if they're very rude, make them do that.
Is the sun going down? Yes, it is. Minipax, are you alright to sleep, please?
I'm sitting. Right now, I'm not technically in game.
Oh, are you not? Okay.
No,
I didn't
I'm
realise.
having to see to something in the laser.
No worries. You know, you don't help your image with the whole idea that you've got a laser.
Well,
It does make you sound like you're plotting world domination.
and my laser isn't the world domination sort of laser. You could not strap it to a shark.
What about a turtle?
Nope,
I do love
nope,
me
you
some
can't strap.
laser-mounted assault
Well,
turtles.
you could strap it to a shark or a turtle, but they would have to be a very large shark or turtle to survive. And I don't think the laser would like being wet very much.
Okay. Put that sand in there. Pickaxe, please. Can I fit all that gravel in there? Yes, I can. And get those 2 shulkers back. I can't put them in my ender chest, though. I'm not allowed in my ender chest. Actually, I'll pick the ender chest up to remove temptation.
Did you
Just
play any sport in school, Hunter?
well,
Like, willingly?
well, I mean, I willingly went to my PE lessons. Does that count?
No, it's not quite what I mean.
Okay. So when I was in primary school, that's ages 4 or 5 to 11, for those that are unfamiliar with British education terminology. For a week, once a week after school each year, there was this there was a little like sports thing that was basically for kids that weren't as athletic. It was completely voluntary, but I can't remember what it's called, like Sports for All or something. That was just basically like, oh, it was meant to be a way to get less athletic kids into sport. Never did it for me, but I mean I still went to them because it was all like the more unathletic kids who were there, so I was less self-conscious about it. Like that's
Yeah,
always
I
been
don't think
my
we had
big.
anything like that.
It was always my big thing for sport. Was I was very self-conscious about myself doing sport because I wasn't very good at it, so I
Yeah,
tended
I
to.
could trip over my own feet. Like, football was a perfect example of a game which was designed to have me face first in the mud.
Yeah. When I was in year 7, which is 11 to 12, the school ran 3 sports events through the year that were for like they were like form events. So the 6 forms in our year group, which were about 30 students each, would take part, do a different sports tournament basically. With the exception of the last one, it was the boys and girls were segregated. So the first one was boys did football, girls did netball, I think. Then the second one, boys did basketball, girls did something else, some other team sport, possibly rounders. I'm not sure. And then the third one was a mixed event, which was swimming. And I was fine with the swimming, and even the basketball. Even though our form did very poorly with the basketball, I was fine with it because I was at least semi decent at them. But football, I've never enjoyed football, so
No, I
having
don't enjoy pretty much anything about football. With
yeah,
soccer, we're talking about.
but having it be mandatory bugged me to all hell. Because there was no like academic mandatory stuff outside of like normal lessons, but the mandatory like sports stuff was PE. So
Yeah,
played basketball in high
yeah.
school, soccer at university. Now you coach. Yeah. So
I was never any good at things like PE or um, any of the sort of classic ball sports, except for rugby, which I basically was just I'm a broad person who like can power through other people.
yeah.
So I'm not sure that really counts as being good at a sport. It's more being good at knocking people over. Uh,
Well, then that's all
I was in a
rugby is.
there's a bit more to it than
Yes, I know
that.
there is.
And I was in a 5-man pulling team. Did a lot of rowing and stuff. But
See,
that
when
wasn't
I
really sport.
was secondary school, 11 to 16/18, depending on your school, um, we had PE was split into 3 different groups. There was boys, girls, and mixed. And the recurring joke was mixed was for the non-athletic kids, which is not an inaccurate description. Um, but I wouldn't have wanted to be in boys. I mean, or girls, because the mixed PE group were the ones who did all the interesting stuff. Like boys would do like football and rugby and things like that. Girls were doing things like netball, and mixed were doing things like dodgeball, which I enjoyed.
I I was in an all boys comp, so there was definitely no mix.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's so cosmic. That's pretty much my experience as well. I've never liked anything coming at my face. So when people realize that, they would intentionally do it.
See, I was quite lucky whilst I was at school. I was I was definitely an oddball at school, but I was just normal enough, or an oddball in just the right way that most people found it, whilst not necessarily endearing, there were other people who were more worth bullying. And for the most part, we didn't actually
Mm,
have much in the way of a bullying problem.
I got a lot of bullying.
Yeah.
I never played dodgeball. Like as far as I'm aware, dodgeball wasn't a thing in the UK like curriculum at all anywhere when I was that age. It appeared by the time my little sister went into secondary school, who's a similar age to Hunter. But when I was there, right, like it was something you heard about on American TV, and you just sort of scowled
Yeah.
at and was like, "What's that?"
Addy, yes, I know you love football, but I'm not going to hide my dislike for the sport because you enjoy it. Because that would be disingenuous towards myself and to you. I will sit and watch football with you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to understand half the stuff that's going on or like be
If you
secretive
made me
about the fact
sit
that.
down and watch football with someone, you'd have to either accept that I'm going to do something else while you're watching the football, or you're going to have a very grumpy Pax.
Yeah. Well, with Addy, I think the only football game that we ever actually sat down and watched together, which we also sat down with my dad because my dad's a football fan. Addy's the son that he always wanted. um, um, but it was the Euros final. That was like England versus Italy, so it was a big deal. Um, and I was placated with Domino's pizza, so which I like Domino's pizza, so it was a way to keep me happy.
I've
Um,
been a fan of Domino's.
yeah,
I go
it's
pizza
actually quite
first.
hit or miss. A lot of people don't like it. It's quite salty and greasy, so I understand um why not everyone's a fan. Spouse just said watch Ted Lasso because then you'd understand. I've played my whole life and it's his least favorite sport. Yeah, I did when I was in year 11, so that's the school year where you turn 16. Um, Football meaning soccer, mythical. I should probably clarify that. When I say football, I'm referring to soccer, but because I'm English, I'm going to call soccer football because that's what we call it. Um,
Unless you went to school in one of the private schools.
well, yes. But do I strike you as a private school type of person? Don't answer that. Actually, no, do because I'm curious to think if you. Well, I'm curious to hear what you think.
I wouldn't have guessed you went to a private school, no.
Okay.
You don't sound like you don't come out with things that sound private schooly. I've got friends who went to private schools and the stuff they come out with it's just like, really?
Yeah, I don't know anyone who went to a private school to my knowledge. I know someone who was homeschooled. And to be perfectly honest, it didn't seem to have done him any favors in terms of social development. Um, I have a sneaking suspicion he was also autistic, which won't have helped. But he tended to be a bit unaware of what was appropriate socially, which was unfortunate considering he was a waiter in a pub.
Well, I was in hospitality and I'm
Yeah.
vaguely socially unaware, but I also I as much as it's not really a joke thinking about it, I usually say certain social graces were traumatized into me.
Yeah,
Um,
well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like you do pick up on them, even if the way you learnt about them wasn't always pleasant.
no. Yeah, that was kind of similar to my experience, Cosmic. The main issue that I had was I wasn't able to interact with people on the terms that they wanted. I still can't to a certain
Mm.
extent. It's one of the reasons it's so nice being in this community because people don't like people in this community seem to mostly work on the same wavelength as my brain, which is a revelation. Um, but like in most social settings, I'm very awkward,
I was the
and people pick up on that.
I was the brains behind disrupting classes. Um, I generally if I picked up on the fact that something a teacher had said was factually wrong, and I would, then I would generally mention it to someone else who was sat near me, and then they could raise it with the teacher, which almost inevitably disrupted the class in some way. Or I'd ask a question, a leading question that would get us completely off topic, and I it was never with the intent to disrupt the class, although I knew it would happen if I did mention it or ask the question or anything like that. But it also bugged me if teachers got things wrong. But I didn't have the confidence to actually contradict the teacher, so I got someone else to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have contradicted the teacher, but also most of my classes I wasn't in with someone who I would pass that information along to.
Yeah,
One of the main things as I got to the later stages in secondary school, I got known as the person who could get the thing you wanted. So if you
yeah,
wanted to get your hands on something, I was the person people came to. So in my last couple of years before sixth form, I went from like major outcast to the person that people were trying to keep sweet, which changed things a bit.
Yeah.
Don't ask how I managed to get things.
Well, it's just the fact that the way you phrase it always makes it sound like you were the school's dealer.
Uh, no, mostly not.
Mostly.
Mostly not. Tobacco I
Oh.
could get hold of.
Ah.
Um,
I don't think that counts as
and
being a dealer. I'm also not sure
and
when
being
the
being
law
in an
changed
all
in the UK.
boys school, um,
Oh.
certain.
Thank you. Sorry, Cosmic.
Okay, I don't know
I
which
suspect
facilities
it
in the
was
country I'm
me. I
thinking of.
suspect it was me.
But yeah, there was
I
there
don't
was
know what
it
the
was it was
exact
always
terms
like,
of service
so
state.
for example, someone would be like, "Can you get me this Game Boy game?" Or it probably was DS games by that point.
Yeah.
And I knew enough people who had things that were trying to trade. I was always trading things in and out. So like someone would be like, "I'm looking for this thing," and I could usually find someone who had it that would be willing to trade for the right thing.
One that
That was
everyone knew, but
partially
no
because I
one.
spent so much time in Turkey, so I learned to haggle very early on. So I just
Okay.
learned how to deal with people.
I mean, I suppose that'd be useful. I don't really know. Like, I was very much like I wasn't able to just integrate myself into a friendship group, like into one of the various cliques that were around the school. But if I was there for, if I just suddenly appeared there for a short while, people wouldn't question it. They'd just kind of ask if, like, depending on what they were talking about, they might like say like, "What do you think?" Or something like that. They might just ask for my participation in the conversation, and I'd be like, either I would have a contribution or just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just wanted to be near people.
Yeah,
And they generally
yeah.
never
That,
batted an eye.
that's a familiar one with me. Like when I go into social situations, like if there's a party or something, um, one of the things that really annoys me is I am perfectly happy to just be that person wandering around, holding a drink in my hand, just standing on the periphery listening to people.
Yeah,
I am entirely happy in that scenario. Unfortunately, people see me doing that, and I think something in the way that I'm acting, or something in the social brain, tells them that I need to be included, and all of a sudden they're trying to drag me into the conversation. I'm just like, I was quite happy just standing here.
mm,
Like, I don't know how to put out the "I am content" vibe that people seem to have.
yeah. I mean, I managed to do that sort of thing to Addie's mum. Because I went round to Addie's place last week, and I was sat on the sofa in the morning, just reading, just happily reading my book. Addie's mum comes out of where she was working, because she works from home most of the time, and immediately starts showing me how to use their new TV, and I'm just like, I was reading my book. I didn't want to watch TV. If I wanted to watch TV, I would have pressed buttons until I made your TV work.
Yeah, that's the same sort of thing that I do, but I do know people who will have that reaction to reading a book anyway. I know people who, especially if they're not big readers themselves, think that the only reason you would be reading a book is because it was
Yeah,
your only option.
yeah.
But I don't know if that was the case in that case.
I'm not really sure, and I'm not gonna ask Addy to put his mum on blast, on stream. Um, at a party, I'm the one who never speaks to anyone but just hovers around the food table.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what I do as well. Because it's like if you put me in a social situation where there's a barbecue or a grill, I think is what
Yeah,
uh, alcohol would call it. Um, Basically where you're cooking meat on fire. I will take the tools off people and become the barbecuer. Because A, I am particular about how my meat's cooked. So if I take over, I can cook it properly. And B, it takes all social need away. People will come up and talk to me about what I'm doing, like they'll come and ask me for food or whatever. But suddenly I am in a place doing a thing, and people are fine with that.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm just standing there with a drink, people are like, "Oh, that person is awkward. We must engage them in conversation." And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I just want to stand here.
Yeah. I have a similar situation. I don't go
Yeah,
to many parties
I need a
anymore.
J Price to go to parties with. Someone to do the talking.
Thing is, most of the parties I go to now, which is hardly ever, there's normally someone who I'm the level of like the level of knowing them, the level of intimacy, that's what I'm looking for. Intimacy. The level of intimacy I'm at with them is generally at a stage where they know exactly how I like to spend my time.
Yeah,
Nice
well,
try,
that was
Mythical. Didn't work.
that was kind of why my sort of it was so nice when we used to get together with all the siblings, because myself and my brother, who before he passed away, was very we were very cut from the same mold. Um, like all of my sisters would be putting the world to rights, and myself and my brother would just be quite happily sitting on the periphery, correcting when a story that you were there for was wrong, and just interjecting the odd thing, and just perfectly happy to sit on the sidelines. But because we were all siblings, and we all knew each other well enough, there was no tension to it.
Yeah.
So it was always quite nice that.
One of
But
the
most parties that doesn't it?
one of the biggest problems I had was my dad's parents' Christmas parties, because the entire dad's side of my family would be there. So cousins, aunts, uncles, great aunts and uncles, my dad's cousins. I don't know what their official relation is to me, but they were my dad's cousins. They would all be there, and part of the time my parents would expect me to be socializing with these people who I barely knew the names of in some cases. I don't know the names of my dad's cousins. I see them like once a year, if that.
Yeah, to be honest, I think you need a certain amount of that. Like I also had that, but if you don't have enough of that when you're growing up,
Yeah,
you'd never learn to talk to people when you need to. You need to learn how to approach someone. Like if you
th-
do have to talk to someone.
this is true, but this was like once I'd reached this was when I was when I was 16 and 17, because I was still under 18. I was still expected to accompany my parents away from home and things. Like, it was starting to be toned down, but it was still, if my parents were going to my grandparents, I was going with them. That wasn't optional. Nowadays, I've got more choice in the matter. But I
Right.
I would often set myself up in the bedroom my sister and I stayed in with my laptop. I'd be joined by my sister, who'd be sat on one of the beds reading a book, and we'd also be joined by one of our four cousins and our dog. And our dog would basically plant herself next to our cousin, who was very severely autistic. And he would just spend the entire evening stroking the dog and asking me questions about what I was doing. And I was more than happy to answer his questions because he was so calm about it, because he had something to stroke. Like, he always had to be doing something with, like, he always had to have something in his hands, but our dog loved being cuddled, so she was more than happy to just sit next to him and receive strokes.
Yeah.
But two of my other cousins were just, I they were basically on a permanent sugar high. It was just,
Yeah. It's like the talking thing. Like I can, like if you get me on a specialist subject or someone I'm very comfortable with, I can talk for Britain. Like Jay Price, what you're saying there, right? You can talk to anyone. I can't talk to anyone straight off, but as soon as I'm comfortable with someone, they might struggle to get me to shut up. Um,
don't know what you
but
mean.
yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure if I ended up like the classic one is being stuck on a train. Like you know, I
Yeah,
don't know who here has done it, but you get stuck on a plane or a train with like a work colleague you don't know too well, but you've been around each other in enough space that it's not uncomfortable. You just haven't learned to interact with each other. And when it starts off, it's kind of awkward. And by the time you get there, you've had each other's life stories, put the world to rights a couple of times, and that sort of thing happens. But
My boss and I once both joined the Beaver group that his son was in for a chip shop walk. So we started in a nearby park that was about an hour away from a chip shop, and then walked to the chip shop. And my mum was the leader of the group, which is why I was there, and my boss's son was there, and it was his turn to be the parent helper. So we basically just walked at the back of the group to keep the stragglers from not being too slow, and I just talked his ear off. I don't think he got a word in edgeways. Because he was the only person I
yeah,
actually felt comfortable talking to, who I also knew that I didn't have to be careful about the topic in the same way. If I was talking directly to the kids, then obviously I was going to have to be a bit more careful. But as long as I was quiet, then I could, and also I could talk about work. I couldn't talk about work to the kids.
no, it doesn't really work.
Yeah,
They don't.
even though some of them would have been interested to hear about what I do, but because I was a chef, it was an unusual job for them. They're 6 to 8, so yeah, I know, Cosmic. You'd never realise that I'm the talkative one. Funnily enough,
I remember when
I'm not.
some of my
My sister's the
grandparents.
chatterbox.
Yeah, you can chat. You just need to be comfortable with
I
people.
I know, I know that's the thing. I'm still not considered the talkative one of the pair of us.
Oh dear. Um.
You think you and I could talk for Britain? And it's
Like
not.
we just blatantly just chatted for 3
Yeah.
hours the other night.
Well, yeah. I looked at the time like, oh crap. I think. What time did we stop? What time did we actually stop talking? I think didn't I have to go for dinner or something? And you had to make dinner
No,
as well.
I was going for dinner.
Oh, you were
I
going for dinner.
had to go and cook. It was, I think I had a 7 o'clock cut off
Yeah.
because I had to cook.
And we realised that we've been talking for a good 3 or 4 hours or something.
Yeah. We were just waiting for your computer to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose being a pediatric specialist would mean you'd have to talk to children. You'd have to learn to talk to a child in that regard.
Yeah.
In that situation. Like I'm waiting for my my nephew to get old enough that Minecraft is a thing, because I have no idea what to say to him.
Yeah.
Like I can talk at him and he'll ask me questions. So I showed him a video of a SpaceX rocket going up, and he started peppering me with questions. If we get on a subject like that, we can talk. But I don't know. I haven't got the foggiest how to make chit chat with a kid that I don't know.
Found the best thing to do is, because often kids are excited that someone is showing any interest in what they like. So if you just ask what they're doing and then make the appropriate sounds at the appropriate moments, which is basically whenever they pause for a breath, you will have their attention, but you will have to say nothing. I've found this to be the best strategy for Addie's niece, who is on the younger side, and the last time I saw her, she basically just spent an hour and a half just talking more at me than to me about stuff on her tablet. And
Yeah.
I just sat there, not sat looking disinterested or anything. I was making a concerted effort to actually appear interested, which is exhausting enough. But I wasn't having to actually engage her in conversation because she was doing the talking for both of us. And then her and Addie's nephew spent the last half an hour using me as a climbing frame.
Yeah, I've been that person.
Yeah. Which, again, I was more than happy to do. Because, again, it requires me to just stay still and make sure they don't fall.
I do. I don't know if this could be an ADHD thing, but I've got a surprisingly good grasp on how to make totally ridiculous games that parents don't like, but the kids really do
Mm,
like. Like not dangerous, but risky enough that that kids get sort of vaguely interested, or it'll be throwing something where you're not supposed to throw something.
yeah.
So I always end up as that person who ends up messing around with a kid in a silly way, like throwing frisbees down a hall or something daft like that. And then like the parents come to tell the kid off, and they're actually telling me off. Like that's happened a lot.
My time has
Hey, you
just
can
gone
open
off,
your ender
so
chest.
my ender chest is openable again. Finally, just quickly run around and grab all the blue concrete that's everywhere. And I want to quickly throw these shulkers into the ender chest whilst I can. Although I should have another 30 minutes. Why have I flown over here? I had my ender chest in my inventory. Um,
Yeah, the last game that I invented with my nephew that he got really excited about was rolling him up in a blanket and then pulling the blanket really fast so he
oh yeah, I've
whirled out of it.
I have been the rolled up person for that kind of thing.
The problem is you do it like 30 times
Mm.
and the kid is ready to go again, and me as a not particularly healthy
Well,
adult is
yeah,
just
that's
like,
the thing. It's
no, I
often
am
you're
done.
tired, you're tired, and the kid's fine.
It's like, no, no, I am done. I need to go for a nap now.
Yeah, yeah. I find Addy's niece and nephew exhausting because they're young kids. They're full of energy, but at the same time, they're much nicer company than any adults. Sorry, Addy. No, I don't mean it. I don't mean to say that because I don't like your family, but I would much rather. If I had to choose who to spend the day with, I think I'd choose your niece and nephew. Or well, I'm excluding you from that before you say anything.
Yeah, I
Um,
was gonna say, I in my head I was assuming that Addy was excluded there.
yeah. Oh, I think I've missed two Oh, there they are.
I was gonna say you just swum past a couple. I think
Yeah.
they did appear through your head.
Thanks for dissing my family on me on stream. You're welcome, Addy.
I don't think it was a diss. It was more of a.
It's his form of sarcasm. I'm using the
I know.
emotes to translate that into sarcasm.
No, I was gonna say it's more of a statement of you than it is a statement of the
Yeah.
family.
It's just, although children generally tire me out more, they tire me out in a different way to adults that I'm not as familiar with, if that makes sense.
I think one of my favorite activities to do with the kids, which I used to love doing with my little sister when she was small, is go in the zoo.
Oh
There's
yeah,
enough going
zoos.
on, and there's enough interesting things for me to see, and like she'd get absolutely knackered out, um, but would be so happy all day. I used to love doing that.
Yeah, I went to the zoo back in October. I went to a zoo that my sister was doing a trial day at, because I was her ride home, and I was walking around the zoo just whilst I waited for her, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm enjoying this. But you know why? What would make me enjoy this more? Someone who was absolutely enthralled with it all, which is
Yeah.
usually a child, because children love the zoo. Generally, I'm sure there's children that don't.
Well,
But
funnily enough, as a kid, I didn't like the zoo very much. As an adult, well, I say that it's not. If I went to the zoo by myself, I don't think I would enjoy it anywhere near as much. I enjoy taking the kids to the zoo.
yeah, you sort of like. I don't have a better way of phrasing this. You feed off their enjoyment and excitement almost.
Yeah,
Though
the
Addy and I went
same as
to.
giving
Sorry.
kids like their presents at birthday or Christmas. You
Yeah.
sort of the excitement and enjoyment is what you're there for, rather
Yeah.
than
The presents.
yeah.
Yeah, because Addy and I. The thing is, Addy and I also went to Brighton Aquarium when we went to Brighton together, and I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Though, saying that, at one point, I just looked down and there was a small child next to me, as we were both peering into a seahorse tank, trying to spot seahorses. And this kid was just more than happy to chatter to me about seahorses. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm keeping an eye on this kid now. Where is your parent? The
Yeah,
mum
it
was
was a
like,
bit worrying when
well, the mum was actually
you
stood
look.
right behind us, but I hadn't bothered to turn around.
I was gonna say it's one of those things you sort of generally look around and like, okay, there's the parents.
Yeah,
I am fine if I need to walk away.
yeah.
Um, I've more than once rescued kids in supermarkets and things that are bawling their eyes out because their parents walked around too many corners or something without them.
I did not put the small child in the seahorse tank. Don't worry. It was not a small enough child to fit in the seahorse tank. I checked.
Also, there's definitely worse place you can put them with seahorses. Seahorses just
Yeah.
go and hide.
This kid. In fairness, I'd actually seen this kid a few times because we kept sort of like leapfrogging them with regards to the various um animals on display. I want exhibits. That's what they're normally called, exhibits. Um, and they'd been fascinated by. There was an iguana at an aquarium for some reason, and it had started to like puff itself up because it didn't like us peering at it. Um,
Well, iguanas are aquatic, so it makes
yeah,
sense.
and it was just the kid was just fascinated by the iguana like puffing up its frill. Is that the word?
Probably.
I don't know what the word is.
Yeah, no.
Darth Lord Josh isn't as familiar with my sense of humour apparently. I didn't check, but I couldn't resist adding that. Need to actually be careful with my pickaxe because I'm on Excadrill number 3, and it's certainly getting through the durability doing this concrete.
And you can't get another one.
No, I know.
Good.
How long can I expect to wait before I get my toolbox back? Once stream is over.
I have to try and do it when no one else is on the server. So
Okay,
if
so
you're logging off when
I'll be
you're done,
logging off.
as long as no one logs on, I'll do it after stream.
Okay.
The only thing is, was that box there from last time you were logged on, or did you get it out today?
It was there from the last time I was logged on.
Okay, that's okay then. So I can use the backup to grab it.
I think yeah. I don't know because what. Okay, so what I did was I logged on earlier today between 2 and 4. And took some tools out of it, ran over to treetops, repaired them, and then ran back and put them back in.
Yeah,
But I
but the
haven't.
box is still
The
sitting there from
box.
this morning's
Yeah, the
backup. Yeah.
box. When's the backup taken?
I think it's about 6 a.m.
Then yes, the box has not moved.
That's fair. It should be fine then.
I hope.
It's just one of those things. I need to grab the file from the backup and then grab it and basically paste it into this world.
Okay. And will it just reappear back there?
Well, I'll put it in an unused chunk and then I'll bring it back and probably, I don't know, where do you want me to put it? I can leave it wherever you want.
I'll probably log out over here. So if you stick it just somewhere like by the train or something. Yeah, if you stick it in the stick it in one of the elves.
I need to go and get the stuff I lost anyway because
Yeah.
I had shulker boxes with important things in them that I lost. I was already doing this process, just not for your things as well.
Yeah. Okay. Happy to be of assistance, Jay Price. You enjoy your coaching.
Enjoy coaching.
Oh. Times. I'm actually coming up on. I'm just
hours.
about to hit the 3-hour mark, so I will. I will finish the concrete powder that's in my inventory, and then I'll wrap up after that. Because my tiredness levels have just. I'm just suddenly exhausted. I think because the conversation's kind of like reached a natural endpoint as well. So. Sort of.
I've got to run the laser after this.
I've managed to completely screw up my sleep schedule by getting up an hour to an hour and a half earlier than I have been the past couple of months. It's only like 90 minutes difference, but it's amazing how much that's affecting my tiredness. We've got Builder in whilst my parents are on holiday, completely renovating their ensuite, and it means I basically can't sleep beyond 8:30, which I know for some people is a lion.
Well, 8:30 is the middle of the night for my normal sleep schedule.
Well, yeah,
I'd be a
but
bit annoyed if someone was waking me up at that time.
slightly
Although at the
different
moment,
situation for you.
my sleep schedule isn't what it usually is at the moment
Mm.
because I can't seem to get it back to where it should be.
Whilst I have you on voice on stream, wasn't there a ghost hunting game we were discussing playing? Not Phasmo. There was something else that I think you'd found, or possibly Alcorn had found.
Yeah, there was one that Elcom was talking about that I feel like it was Small Cats had played, and there was one that what was it called?
Hold on, it was in the owners chat, wasn't it?
I thought I said talked about it in person. Skizzleman, well, basically the Jits crew, Joker, Impulse, Skiz,
Yeah,
and Tango played it.
yeah, they've gone back to Phasmo. I've noticed.
Well,
Just
Phasmo is like their game, but
yeah,
they try not to do they try not to do consecutive of the same thing.
okay,
So like out of every two to in every three, say they'll try to do like something else for one of
okay.
them.
Cosmic, it'll probably be Aldi for the raid because I've raided Tadpole several times the past few streams, so it'll probably be Aldi. And if they're streaming together, then if I could send you to both of them, then I would, but I can't. Unfortunately, I've got to pick one. Right. How much more have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half. Right. Oh, there's some behind me as well. They're getting all over the place, this concrete.
Vade Retro is the one that they played.
Vade Retro.
Yeah. It's an exorcism game.
Okay.
So one person plays effectively the bad guy, the person who's been taken over by a demon. And the other people have to perform tasks and figure out where you are and effectively exorcise the demon from you.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not ghost hunting, it's more exorcism.
Yeah, I knew ghosts or demons were involved in some way because we discussed a game other than Phasmo after all the controversy regarding Phasmo happened. I have no idea what happened in regards to that because I saw it when it first happened and then saw nothing else after that. So I don't know if things got resolved or what the general consensus is now, but I'm disinclined to stream the game.
I've got to admit, I'd like to at least play it at some point.
Yeah.
Mainly
Well,
because
that's the
I
thing.
bought it.
I already own the game, so I would
Yeah.
like to play it because I'm not giving them any money, but I'm also hesitant to give them the publicity, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it depends how it went really, because
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of like dismissing a game that a lot of people have put a lot of work into because of a bad actor.
Yeah.
But like if the owners as a whole were acting in bad faith on top of that,
Yeah.
then yes,
I don't know if anyone in chat knows any more about it.
I'd
Because
have to do more research.
yeah, clearly both myself and Minipax are a little unsure.
Well, it was. I think last time we talked about it was just before my busy time kicked off.
Yeah, well that's the thing.
I'm only just out of that because of the postal issues. It's like this last week has been the first time that I actually feel like normality has kind of resumed, which is why I've
Okay.
started to reappear on streams and things.
Yeah. Well, it's something to keep in mind uh for future possible group streams, or even just like co-streams, just two of us.
Yes. Ah,
But I
that's
think what we could really stand to do is get you, me, and Elkhorn on a just a private voice chat at some point.
yeah. Who was the fourth? Oh, Lewis. Lewis was
Lewis.
the other one who was.
Yeah. The only reason I specified us three is because um we're the three primary streamers and also share a Discord server, so
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
we have to
haven't
be a
actually
bit more.
seen Lewis for quite a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen them around. Wondered if maybe I was just missing them, like I miss Mythical or Storm.
Yeah, well, Lewis hasn't even been on Vault Hunters
Okay,
since last week, as far as I can tell.
okay.
Um, which is
I hope they're all right.
unusual. Yeah. Well, he was making jokes in the Discord yesterday, so
Okay.
like
Oh,
I'm not worried
yes.
anything dies up. But
Yes, that is true. I need to put an update to my jigsaw in Discord because if I just pull that picture back up, yeah, I have finished the central triangle was the ampersand logo, which I have now completed. So I've made a decent amount of progress with that jigsaw today, at the expense of not doing anything else.
full-time jigsaw.
I was supposed to clean the bathroom. I did not clean the bathroom. Though in my defence, the water was turned off for a chunk of the day for the aforementioned builder to work on the pipes underneath my parents' ensuite. So, right,
I'm not certain what that yes is for.
you, me, and Tim getting in a voice chat, I think.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
We've said so many things in the last
yeah,
little bit that I didn't see
yeah,
when it arrived. So.
yeah. Right, I need to wrap up. I'm not going to bother muting whilst I wrap up, so feel free to interject if I skip over something. But thank you everyone for coming along. Thank you Minipax for helping out. It has been wonderful. It has been very tiring. Um, I don't think I've streamed properly for a full 3 hours for a while, so that might be why it's so tiring. But thank you everyone for coming. Um, as always, you can find me at Hunter555 on Twitter or YouTube. Twitter for tweets about when I go live, and YouTube for old VODs. VODs are mostly up to date now. There's just a couple that I need to get up there, which are the Subnautica ones because of the problems I had recently with Subnautica. Looks like it's fixed itself now that I'm not streaming now that I'm not primarily using my hard drive. Um, at the very least, the last Subnautica stream went fairly alright, so I'm wondering if maybe it was the hard drive that was the problem. I don't know. Um,
That hard drive will have made it hard to stream. You're not like one of the things that modern hard drives do is allow streaming to happen like that. So it's
okay.
not really made for reading and writing in the way you were using it. That's why I suggested
Yeah.
SSD.
My tech support, folks. Yeah, and you can also join the Finite in Discord that I share with the lovely and luscious Minipax who has joined me tonight, and also Elcor95, one of my other moderators who's been lurking in chat and on the server. I've got to stick with the luscious. I've got to. Um,
Yeah, just definitely not a word I would have pinned on myself. Put it that way.
no, no, it's not. It's not a word you give yourself. It's a word someone else gives you. And as Cosmic has kindly put in chat, we are going on a raid. Use the raid message #HunterRaid Howling at the Moon, and I am going to send you folks over to Aldebar, who is apparently co-streaming with Tadpole Milk. I assume Minecraft. I don't know though. I don't know for certain. I've just fallen off the arm of my desk chair, so well done me.
Yeah,
Um,
they're playing bingo.
they're playing Minecraft Bingo. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you all for coming. Be wonderful. Be awesome. Be friendly and be kind. And I'm just quickly running through my head what I'm doing this week. I should see you all on Wednesday, provided I haven't forgotten something. Thank you again for coming, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.